Good morning, everyone. It's Cobalt, and today I just have a lot of thoughts and a lot of rambles and a lot of things I just need to get out. I'm gonna have a stupidly long day today, and I haven't figured out yet if it's actually longer than other days or if I just have to talk to too many people today. I think that's what it is. It's just so many people that I have to show up for. So before I get to my schedule, I am going to backtrack just a little bit to yesterday and let you know that I was successful in setting up and going to get a massage, which I, of course, slept through. I was debating, I always sleep through this person's massage. She's great. And she does this thing where I kind of want to try it at home because, it just puts me to sleep so fast. You're on the table, right? And then she puts her stool or maybe another stool right in front of your head. And then you can put your arms on that. So you're basically like this and on the chair, but horizontal. Oh, man, that just stretches your back out a little bit. And it's so wonderful. I went to sleep so fast. And I told her I was going to go to sleep. I had an hour before I needed to get there yesterday. But I also had 7 packages I needed to ship that I knew could probably take a good 30-45 minutes because they were all different types of items. I had a few DVDs, I had plush, I had books because I'm, in the process of moving the store to my other niche. And so anyways, with so much variety, usually I need a little bit more time. So anyways, I was thinking should I go ahead and pack up all these items to ship out and then drop it off and then go get a massage? Or should I sleep first and then just do shipping later? Because all my packages yesterday needed to go out today. When I get a good chunk, I tend to just group them and ship them out because I just feel just in case the next day is crazy. I'm really lucky in that my nearest post office is within 5-minute driving. So I really like to drop the post office on the way somewhere else. Anyways, all that to say, I decided, you know what? I always sleep through Kelsey's, my masseuse, massages. I'll just sleep there. So I ended up powering through and packing everything, then dropping it off, and then going to get a massage. And because I was sleeping there for an hour, I don't know if my eyes were just really pressed against the headrest, but I woke up with kind of blurry vision, but only on the sides, which I know is, that happens when you're in one position for a long time, especially putting all that pressure on your face. It makes sense. And I'm sure there's something actually scientific. You know what? I should ask my entire family. They'd probably know. Something scientific about muscles and blood and how it moves around when you're getting massage. Anyways, point is, I was kind of blurry getting out of there. And it was my massage was from 4 to 5. So I left around 5:15, I think I was done by. And a lot of the thrifts in my area close at 8. At least the ones that I've been to. I have one that closes at 6. I was near. Usually when you're done with a massage, I don't know about you, but I like to just go home. But technically between me and home at that point was a few different thrifts that I've hit before. So I was you know what? I'm just going to push through, treated myself. The reality is this week is I'm going to name it the cluster. Obviously, you could name it the cluster F, but I just like cluster as a word, so it's a cluster. I ended up going to a thrift store that closed at 6. I was there for 45 minutes and didn't find anything. And then there's a Goodwill right next to this particular thrift, so I ended up going to that Goodwill after, and it was kind of funny because I ended up seeing maybe 4 people from the previous store that closed at 6. And I was just saying hi to everyone, hey guys, long time no see. And I don't remember last week when I was doing the long sourcing days, which area I hit and what day. I mean, I guess I could look on my receipts to figure it out, but it was a lot of old stuff. So yeah, I didn't end up finding anything, but I was glad that I attempted. I'm glad that I tried doing a rep in between my various activities and really making my time worth it. So why this week is a cluster? When I dog sit through Rover, historically for the last like 4 months, I've been booked 3 of every 4 weeks consistently. And for whatever reason, in January, where I was like booked back to back to back, my February didn't have anybody in it. And my March had the first week booked, but then nobody. And they just came out of the woodwork yesterday. So now I'm going to get into complaining about Rover's UI. Okay, Rover makes it really annoying. Okay, when a person reaches out, they give you the dates, but your calendar stays the same. And you can't block off the dates that these people are talking about until you book the service. And I like to meet somebody first. I mean, so far, between me and you, I booked 100% of people that I've met because all the dogs are beautiful children that are just misunderstood. But yeah, I like to meet with them first, make sure it's a good fit, and then we'll book them. So on Rover, the client has to pay for the service in order for it to get blocked off of my calendar, even if the service is going to be like in April. So that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of weird. Like it could potentially be a lot of money, like 3 months in advance. But whatever. So that's when the calendar gets blocked. So while in between me needing to meet with this person and organizing like the meet and greets, like my calendar just looks completely open. So I have 2 different potential clients that I'm going to meet with this week. Of course, all of the people I work with, like 90% of them have 9-to-5s. So they want to meet on their lunch breaks or after work. And if I'm sourcing in another state, like I just have to flip my schedule around, because usually I've been sourcing when I wake up at like 2 until when the store closes at 8. Like that, I guess, can still work if they're meeting me during lunchtime. But if they want to meet at 5, I just have to move everything up. So, I mean, I guess like it's okay because I have that flexibility, but it just breaks the flow. So even though my calendar on Rover still looks wide open, I have 4 different stays pending until I meet the person. But it's like I can't even block it off temporarily, because if I block the dates, then the client can't book it. And then also, again, annoying UI, they have like a messaging system on the app, right? And if, let's say, I'm writing to potentially client 3 and they're asking me about dates in April, and I know I have another stay in April, but I'm not sure exactly when the pickup time is. Let's say I write like a paragraph to them. If I move out of the messaging and don't say the message to myself and then try and find the dates, like, and I go back to the messaging, it's not there. Like, the app is not smart enough to remember where I am in my communication. So that's really annoying. Like, it's fine, but it's just an annoying experience. So if anybody who works at Rover starts listening to this, please fix it. Okay, so the good news though through all this is that having 2 open months, February and March, is actually getting filled. So I'm most likely, knock on wood, gonna be booking everyone who's trying to book me right now. I have a meeting with one client today, one client I believe on Thursday or Friday, at like a really weird time. And then client A, the one I'm meeting with today, that booking is going to happen this weekend. And then the second client that I'm meeting Thursday or Friday, that's going to be the last weekend of this month, which is really good because Rover really is what, this is bad English, I'm so sorry, I haven't really had coffee. Rover is really like what's supplying my income right now, because it's like steady and for a long period of time. So like that is really how I'm paying my mortgage. And so, you know, this month it was looking like it was mostly just going to be reselling, which is not going to get me to where I need to go. So I was just basically being like, I'm probably going to have to pull from savings if I don't make time for this other platform, which is basically data entry. And every time I try to do it, I fall asleep, but it's very flexible. Like you can work when you want, but it is minimum wage. And I just cannot bring myself to do it after a full day of sourcing or even on the weekend. Like I just really don't want to. And I know that is me probably sounding like a very privileged person. And I probably should just like bite the bullet and do it so that I have more options instead of pulling from savings, which is not going to be there forever. Like, anyway. So yeah, I have the second and last weekend of February likely going to get booked. March, every weekend is now booked. So I will have some baby dogs coming my way. And maybe you guys will meet them. I just got like overwhelmed thinking about how I have to like move my schedule around and talk to all these random people. And like even today, like I'm recording this now before coffee because I had a lot of thoughts. Like get it out now so I can like edit it, post it, hopefully before I need to leave at 10 to go to my acupuncture appointment, which is in a different part of town. I can't even leave early to hit thrifts before then because I don't open till like 10 and my appointment's at like 11. And then I have that for like an hour and then I have to drive home for like 45 minutes and then I'm on another call for the group that's probably gonna like, I swear, every time I have a day that I need to do things, this call lasts so freaking long. So it's probably going to be 2 hours and then I'm going to have like an hour break of, I'll probably just stare at a wall, maybe try and eat something because my brain just like been so active all day. I'm going to have like an hour break and then I'm going to meet client A and then they're going to probably leave at like 5:30 or 6. And like one would think, okay, great, you can have your day done. But I have spent so much time today with other people that I haven't actually done anything that I would need to do for my business. So I have 2 days worth of stock to list, to photo at some point. I'm going to be doing this all when I'm freaking tired. I'm pissed off, man. Like, talking out loud, I'm like, this is pissing me off. Anyways, I better just get started on something because the day is going to get away from me. So, anyways, I'll let you know tomorrow what I succeeded in. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.